Hey, what's up? It's Andy from Alaska. Today's January 24th. It's been 1 week and 1 day since I made my last video. Last week, I talked about how inspired I am to start reading actual books again and doing artwork. So, all inspired by my trip, which didn't go as planned, much like life does. This week, I wanted to talk about The Martian, directed by Ridley Scott. I realized the movie came out months ago. I just recently came out on video a week or two ago, and my life seems to be circling around my trip to Washington, because I also watched it while I was visiting Washington in Tacoma, so that was nice. And having watched it again, I still feel like the movie was done well. It's inspiring that a director who has been directing movies for decades now has still stayed consistently good. Yeah. So, there are, I feel like, other directors who have done recent movies within the last year or two who have kind of just got by on their name alone and kind of stopped doing a good job and stopped being inspired. Few of Ridley Scott's well-known movies: The Gladiator came out in 2001, Exodus came out in 2014, The Martian came out in 2015, his most recent work. Actually had the pleasure of watching Gladiator back to back for the first time, watching Gladiator on a Wednesday, and for the first time on the big screen, the silver screen at the theater. Throwback Thursdays, always fun. And then watching Exodus the next day. So it's fantastic. One of his first movies he ever directed was Alien. It came out in 1978. His most recent work came out in 2015, and in the span of that time, he has still stayed consistently good. His work isn't sloppy. He directed well. He didn't use too much CGI, and the movie was overall funny and inspiring, not only to watch but to experience and see good cinematography, which I feel like these days can be a lost art. Not unlike my lost art, which I am now getting back into. Anyways, so yeah. And then there's Peter Jackson, not Percy, who can command the seas like a demigod, but Peter Jackson, who did a fantastic job directing the Lord of the Rings movies. The Return of the King is one of 3 movies to ever win 11 Oscars. Oscars is just around the corner. The Martian is up for a Oscar, a few of them. Probably Best Director, Best Actor for sure, for Matt Damon's portrayal of Mark Watney. And then, anyway, so off track. Peter Jackson's The Return of the King won 11 Oscars in 2003. It was the last and third film to actually win 11 Oscars, which is fantastic, which goes without saying that he's a fantastic director. But in the short span of 10 years, he has relied on J.R.R. Tolkien's name to sell the Hobbit movies. He made 3 of them, which was just a little too many for one small book, to make money. And so much CGI, and I just feel like he got too far away or got too much caught up with technology, and it's a little disheartening. I've been in the theater business for quite some time now, and I really appreciate good movies, and so that's how we should live our lives, is like Ridley Scott, who does a fantastic job directing movies, who stays consistently good, who doesn't lose the art of filmmaking, and sticks to a good story. Good techniques like cinematography. The film score was amazing, and actually all of his movies that I've seen, he just directs so well. He has a great cast behind him, people who respect him. The cinematography is amazing. The scripts for all of his movies that I can pull up in my mind are great. I have yet been disheartened by any of his movies, unlike The Hobbit, which I did enjoy and I'll probably watch in years to come, but only because I love J.R.R. Tolkien's series, The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, the whole trilogy, and yeah. I mean, I'll watch them, but I won't ever appreciate them as I do The Martian, which is probably my second favorite movie of 2015. Closely right behind Cinderella, which I do love very much, and Ant-Man to follow. Anyway, so, yeah. So, this video took a little bit less longer than my other ones, which I did want to keep it short, but, there's a new shop in town in Homer, Alaska called Absinthe. It's by the Gear Shed, or Redden, depending on who you talk to. And they do acrylic nails, and I love them. I got a little nail art and purple tips, and they're strong and sturdy, and it's been a week and a half and no lifts on my left hand, which is fantastic. And look at that, they look great with my rings and my nails, so yeah, it's all good. Anyways, so there's that. So I guess my thing that I wanted to talk about this week was being inspired to stay consistently good, not to just try and make a pretty penny, but to do something that you believe in. Yeah, it's okay to dabble and experiment in new arts, but to kind of just stay true to your own technique, and if you do something well, I would suggest just keep doing it. Like, yeah. I wouldn't suggest stopping learning, but just not getting sloppy, not to be inspired. Like I was inspired by The Martian, the reading Aragon, and drawing all again. So anyways, to making videos again, to which I'm just a little tired and a little in pain. So that's why I didn't make it yesterday. Just a little in pain. So I'm going to stop there. So I hope you're inspired and to always keep learning and expanding whatever the trade you live your life in, but to do what you love. So yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of January, and I will hopefully make a new video next week. So yeah, have a good day. Bye.